Here's the Queen's May Dance. Hey, this is Timmy and I'm from Queens, and I bet you're wondering how a good-looking guy like me got in this wheelchair. Well, the truth was, I used to be involved with the family in Brooklyn, and it was pretty rough, because I was just like a regular guy from Queens, and there were all these big shots from Brooklyn. But there was this one time where I had to take care of the boss's wife, and as well as the boss's orangutan, and I just was very interested in her, but all these people were suddenly coming and attacking to us from the rival mob. And that was bad. So I had to go, Willie. And let me tell you, Willie was a handful. And the mob was after the wife, and he was this orangutan there. And what could I do, All I could do was protect her as well as I could. So people would come by and harass us, and I would either make them leave or I would whack them. And that made Rebecca fall for me, I'm sorry to say. And it made me more of a sensitive guy, And I would bring Willie over to try to scare them off, But he's just an orangutan. He doesn't know what he's doing. So we were kind of making Google guys at each other. And meanwhile, people just kind of kept coming and checking in or whatever. And I had to either scare them off or whack them. And, it was kind of a rough time, but I was up for it. But anyway, what ended up happening is that the big boss from the other group ended up coming. And I had to convince her to let me and Rebecca live. And it was tough to do, and I did the best I could, but what ended up happening was that I did end up helping my boss prevail over the other boss. So basically, I was fending all these people off, and meanwhile the boss's wife and I are making Google eyes, like this, and it was just really trippy because I had this orangutan here. So eventually what ended up happening is that me and the orangutan ended up going to town on this rival gang, of mobsters, and we ended up prevailing. But because I was in love with the boss's wife, he whacked my legs like that movie Misery, and so that's why I can't walk. And to this day, I just wish that I hadn't made Google eyes at her, because if there's one thing you gotta know when you're a mobster, never make eyes at the boss's wife. So that's all I have to say. It's a cautionary tale. If you're involved in the mafia, don't get involved with broads. So keep that in mind, and you can always contact me if you have any questions.